Namaste. If we are already the Brahman, if the individual separate entities are already an integral part of the totality of God, if the separate consciousness pools are already part of the cosmic consciousness pool, then what are we trying to achieve through spiritual practices? Just as a layer of dust on a mirror prevents the mirror from reflecting the true image of ourselves even when we look at it, likewise, layers of impurities of the mind doesn't let the mind perceive the truth about our own identity and the reality of the world. Through the spiritual practices, we are trying to clean the mirror of the mind so that we can perceive the truth through the clean instrument of a transparent mind. Why have we forgotten the truth about our identity, that we are the eternal cosmic consciousness? The cosmic consciousness created this world, a space-time dimension, for the purpose of learning or evolution, as well as enjoyment, like an educational video game, where souls, like rays of the same sun of consciousness, enter to live, experience, evolve and enjoy this manifested world in an infinite variety of ways. When we enter this world of drama, the source, or we ourselves, have chosen to forget the truth. Just like actors of a stage drama choose to forget their true identity in order to act well. We forget so that we can participate with complete involvement and evolve through a series of ever-advancing life experiences. The choice of the source is the choice of all the individuals. Like when we move our hand, all the individual cells of our hand move. So the question doesn't arise, why did I choose to forget myself? Because you are nothing but part of the totality, like a cell of the hand. What are the impurities of the mind? Where did they come from? Though the popular view is that the impurities of the mind are lust, greed, anger, attachment, etc., it could be boiled down to just a few words: ignorance, separateness. The innumerable previous life experiences as stones, plants, insects, animals and humans have influenced our minds so that we have completely forgotten our true identity. We are all hypnotized into believing this illusion as reality and into thinking that we are all separate. What does this cleaning of the mind through spiritual practices consist of? The cleaning of the mind consists of awakening and integrating the subconscious and unconscious minds with the conscious mind, and simultaneously to erase all samskaras or past life impressions, attachments, delusions, all preconceived ideas, etc. It's like becoming a clean mirror again. Doesn't death bring back the remembrance of our truth? Death and birth, as we see around us, pertain only to the physical body, not to the mind or the vital energies. So, even though the physical body dies, which is part of our existence, not the whole of it, our mental body, pranic body, etc. still remain trapped in the illusion. So, mere death of the physical body doesn't reveal the truth to us. Why do we need to remember our truth? People may think that we have chosen to forget when we entered this dimension. Then we might as well keep it that way and enjoy life. That's okay. But this illusion of separateness have caused us to harm the planet, nature, each other, and all the corruption, taking advantage, pollution, manipulation, selfishness, depression, etc. all have roots within it. If we gain the knowledge of the truth, that it's all one part of that one existence, the totality, then this dimension would again be available, clean and beautiful, because we would stop harming each other or the planet and nature. It's like keeping out viruses from video games or computer programs. After all, it's a school for our souls. Why only spiritual practices lead one to the truth? Techniques of meditation taught traditionally by spiritual teachers have been passed down through generations of sadhakas after decades of experimentation by them and realization. Such techniques would naturally help. Any technique taught by a realized spiritual master would be fruitful if pursued with sincerity and single-mindedness. Why did we enter this drama, this space-time dimension at all? only to seemingly try to get out of it all. Though it seems like a useless game, but if you question yourself or any other individual, would you sit quietly alone? Would you choose to do nothing in life if all the basic needs like food, clothing, shelter, etc. were supplied to you? No. No one would live their life doing nothing. So also pure consciousness is boring. We want to entertain ourselves, enjoy, meet others, have family and friends, be creative in arts and sciences. Even spiritually realized souls choose to come and serve. The microcosm and the macrocosm have the same patterns. The macrocosm, the one, wants to enjoy itself as many, just as we are. And when it's said that we ourselves chose to forget our true identity, it means that the decision was not of the individual but of the source, the one, the all-inclusive totality. It was that which originally decided to forget itself in the experience of the many, to play, to enjoy and be entertained. Why can't we establish ourselves in the state of pure awareness which we might have experienced at times for a short while? Even glimpses are enough to make you remember who you are, isn't it? And according to the rest of the life path and purpose of the sadhaka, it would vary whether he would remain immersed in that higher state without functioning in the world, or whether he would remember his truth and choose to serve in the society, helping others who might need his assistance.